Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here, and for many of you, this is your favorite segment, Emma's vlog. It's been the most popular, longest lasting vlog we've had on the channel, outside of mine, and we started off with some classic lifts. She went ahead and benched 140. We're happy with that. It means her strength is coming back up. 140 with a good pause, nice clean training max. So we need to get her bench back up, right? We need to get it back up to 150 plus. Keep moving forward now that she's got everything sorted, although there'll be some traveling coming up next week, but she's going to continue to train through it just at a box gym for a couple days. So I'm planning her sheet out accordingly. So we've increased her volumes a little bit because, again, women can handle more volumes than men. So on max effort day, we're doing floor press, and then I'm having her do dumbbell benching because we definitely need more pec. Her chest is limiting her bench a little bit right now. For a while it was triceps and we worked on that. These days though, it does seem like pecs need a little bit more work, along with things like upper back. So we do the floor press, we do dumbbell presses. I have her do upright rows. Of course, she's doing chins in here, but I don't think we got footage of the chins on week one, and that's okay. So we got the upright rows, and then she does band press downs, right? We do band press downs for high reps to finish off. And you guys, again, know why I recommend these. I have whole videos on it. We've discussed it in many vlogs. A lot of my lifters, I like to do this when we're not doing really heavy tricep work. I like to focus on the band work. All right, she got a good lift here. I don't remember the exact number. It was up over 200 with the cambered bar. I don't have my notes in front of me, sorry. So again, we're pretty happy with it. Afterwards, she used a goblet squat, and I think she said this week she got up to 70s. Her form's getting a little better, and we're using this to replace her single leg squats right now because sometimes those inflame her hips. When we use them for too long, we get some potential overuse. Goblet squats are much easier on recovery. They still hammer your quads. They reinforce some good squat technique. But the main thing is the stimulus to fatigue on these is very, very good. So they work great as an accessory movement, in particular after we've done a max squat first. All right, then afterwards we do glute ham raises, reverse hypers, and then of course I always have her do some hanging leg raises, which I need to be doing more of myself. I know people are going to say, like, you haven't been doing many hanging leg raises lately, Jason. You guys, you're right. You're right. You guys called me on it. I probably should work some more in. Main thing is, though, is I'm trying to keep my training volumes very reasonable right now. So what we see here with her, though, finishing off with glute ham raises, reverse hypers, something that I'm a big fan of. Big fan of this. In fact, I'm missing the reverse hyper. I'm ready to get my new one in after I gave the old one away as a gift. The new one is now shipping. It is out. It's inbound. So we're going to have that along with my big old prowler that goes with it. I bought all of it at once, like three weeks ago or whatever. But it's coming. So she's got this combo unit here, and that might be what I do with my newer Rogue one. I may put that GHR combo on there just for the smaller footprint. All right. Afterwards, next workout is speed benching. We keep her speed benching pretty much the same year round. Although I might switch bars up on her a little bit just to break this monotony up. Wouldn't be a bad idea in the near future. Followed by dumbbell chest presses. Again, for anyone who needs more pec, I do like the dumbbell presses on speed day. I really do like it. I find it's a very effective tool for bringing up a chest. And again, for the reasons of why we use dumbbells. But notice we still always do barbell for the primary. Our max work, our speed work, always going to be bars. Even if we come in and we do a ton of dumbbell work afterwards. All right, then she does chin-ups, and she's getting quite proficient at the chins again. We're getting a lot of reps. You guys can count them if you want. I don't want to. So she definitely left notes on it though. And she always is happy when she gets a PR, so I always find out about it. All right, afterwards, again, we do upright rows with the barbell. I've been having her do these for quite a while. I may want to change this up just a little bit, just because of potential for overuse. And of course, you always have people who don't like the upright row. They're like, or it causes impingements. There have been some great experts who pointed out the upright row doesn't actually cause impingement. It's a relatively safe movement as long as you're sane with how you do it. And you lean forward a little bit. All right. Then, of course, band press downs, which we just discussed. All right. Following that, we come over, and again, this has to do with limitations of equipment. And since she likes this bar the most, I let her do almost all of her speed work on it. It's comfortable on her shoulders. She can get in the groove, so we tend to do speed boxes against bands, mainly because she doesn't have chains. So, although when we get to commercial gyms, when she's traveling, we still get to break that up, don't we? Yep, yes we do. All right. Speed work for pulls, we did sumo deadlifts against bands. We followed this up with safety bar good mornings. Again, one of my favorite accessory movements. A lot of my lifters hate it because these are so challenging. You know, when you get good at using the other bars on good mornings, you get a strong good morning, and then you go to this bar, it makes you feel weak. But that's a good thing in the sense that we are getting a lot of high quality work with a lighter weight here. And that's one of the reasons it matters. Because again, this is still an axial loading exercise. It's not going to beat us up as much as a squat or a deadlift, but it's still going to beat us up. And so, you know, doing significant amounts of our good mornings with a bar that forces us to use the lightest weight, do the moment arm, not a bad idea. Then, of course, I have her do more goblet squats, which again, a few of my lifters are doing. I've always had them in. For those who are noting, a few more of the vloggers are doing them. Keep in mind, we've had vloggers, long-term vloggers who did goblet squats religiously, by the way. So it's not really a new thing for me. It is something I'm considering working back into my own training. Might not be a bad idea. Then we have glute ham raises, reverse hyperextensions, and hanging leg raises. And to sound like a broken record, I think unless you have a reason to do something different, it is always acceptable to finish off a lower body workout with glute ham raises and reverse hypers if you have access to them. It's always acceptable. These are always great exercises. They have a fantastic stimulus to fatigue, and they're well known for bringing up some of our most common weak points that quite frankly are weak links for 80 to 90% of lifters. So again, they're great choices. So I tend to use them heavily for that reason, for a lot of my lifters. And I do feel that they, over time, add a large amount of strength on the squat and the deadlift. And then, of course, she'll finish up after this with her hanging leg raises, which we have footage of here. And I'll let you guys watch that while I wind this down. So I hope it has been informative, and I will talk to you guys next time.